Shalom. First and foremost, only give all praises, honor, and glory that's due to our Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, or well. Peace, blessings, and safety to your sincere Akim, pushing this truth and righteousness and sincerity across the four corners of the earth to make your cardinal election sure. All right, so we're going into, man, being circumspect, man. All right. Because we coming into some evil times, man, some bad times. We coming into some careless times. All right, man, and we got to be on our heads got to be on a swivel, man. We got to watch people, all right, and how they moving. So I'm going to get into this. It's Ephesians 5:15. It says, "See that ye walk see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil," man. Yeah, not as fools, man. All right, you got to be paying attention out here, man. You can't be on your head all in your phone. All right, you can't be distracted, man. Okay, even when you out, that's the most time you got to be alert. All right, we got to be alert, man. Okay, you can't be having no distractions around you throwing you off. All right, because, yeah, man, anything can happen in a split second, man. Okay. It says, this First Peter 5:8, it says, "Be sober, vigilant, because your adversary, meaning your enemy, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour," man. Yeah, our enemy, man. Whether that being Esau, Edom, man. All right, you got we being watched, man. All right, we being watched. Okay, and if you're not paying attention, you could easily, get caught up in some BS, man. All right, easily, man. Okay, it says, "So be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking who he may devour," man. All right, he's a devil, man. There's nothing more you can say, man. You got to be mindful, man, about what situations you put yourself in. Okay, it's getting real rough out here. All right, it's getting real rough out here, man. Okay, and what we're a part of is serious. All right, what we're part of is serious, man. There's nothing to play with. So it's, like I said, it's only gonna take a split second for something to happen, man. That mean your head was down, or you goofing off, or whatever the case may be, man. When you at work, when you out and about, all right, grocery stores and traffic, man. These people minds, are set on evil, man. Okay. This is Ecclesiasticus 12:10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so if it's wickedness." Hold on, let me grab 11. It says, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And though thou shalt be unto him as if thou wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away," man. All right, so this devil be plotting, man. All right, this devil plotting, he come up with schemes and tactics, to get you, man. Never trust that. You don't trust this devil, man. All right, you don't trust him, man. All right, even at work, and don't trust him, man, because he went to the boss, the head, or whatever the case may be, man. All right, and try to put you under the bus, man. Quick. All right, and he will forever be wicked, no matter what he do, man. All right, don't matter what this devil do, man. We don't trust him. Okay, and that being said, man, you can't even trust these Jake out here, man. All right, you go to the gas station, liquor store, or store or whatever, man. You got Jake, man. They got that spirit on them, man. That evil spirit on them, man. They got their mind set on evil, man. You know, you can't you can't trust them, man. You go into the gas station, you get a funny feeling, man. You got to get up out of there, man. All right. These people in the world, also, man, you can't trust nobody, man. You know, you know, especially most importantly, Esau Edom, man. You know, but these people don't follow far from behind them, man. All right, they do. They got the same mindset, man. They try to come up with different schemes and tactics to get you, man, for real. And that's Jake is hey, Jake be doing some fucked up stuff, man. Okay, you know, and the times is getting these times is getting wild out here, man. We got to be alert. We got to be alert. Something we have to be, man. Because you don't know how these people moving. It's finna get worse. All right, it's finna get worse. Let's see. It's Proverbs 55:21. Okay, yeah, it said, well, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. So, man, no matter what he say, man, no matter what people say, no matter what this devil says, man, no matter what these people in the world say, all right, they'd be like, oh no, bro, it ain't this, it ain't that, and you caught up. All right, you caught up. Now brothers getting phone calls. All right, just stay out the way. Brothers always say, live a simple life, man. Don't be trying to be out here trying to impress people or try to fit in, man. That's not what it's about. You're not trying to fit in with these people, man. These people are not our friends, man. They are enemies. Okay, they are enemies. Ain't the same thing. Hey, man, you're not here. We don't care if you want to like us or not, man. We don't care. We don't care if you people like us or not. You people are the enemies, man. All right, you trying to find different ways to get somebody off their square, man. All right, and if that's the case, then you gotta cut that out your life, man. All right, you gotta cut that off. Because they plotting. They plotted on. It's a lot of people that be plotting, man. All right, so hey, it's about to get crazier, man. It's about to get crazier, and stuff is things are about to get more serious. All right, moving on. Let's see. All right, this Matthew 10:16. It says, "Behold, I send you as you forfeit sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Man, hey, we supposed to, not out here drawing attention to yourself, man. Okay, hey, we were sent as sheep. These people are wolves out here, man. Okay, you gotta always watch. We gotta always be on our toes, man. All right, watching people moving, man. How people moving. Okay. All right, it says wise as serpents, man. Harmless as doves. We don't, supposed to be harmless, man. All right, you're not supposed to be out here like Macho Man or anything of that nature, man. All right, drawing negative attention to yourself. Okay, we're already being watched. All right, I'm gonna grab this definition of for nice, man. You know, because we fuck these people, man. You know, you're not supposed to be nice to these people, man. All right. So it says that's the definition for nice. It says pleasant, agreeable, satisfactory. Now, if you look all the way down here and you go to the old French, man, all right, it says nice. It's stupid, man. Okay, you know, and then that ties into being gullible, man. Just quit letting people, persuade you to or talk you into things, man. Okay, and oh, I'm just trying to be nice. No, it's not about that, man. You know, that's how you find yourself in certain situations you can't get out of, man, because you want to be nice. All right, see, it says is Latin is ignorant, not know. All right, it's just, hey, man, hey, we supposed to be not well, yeah, I'm gonna say this, assholes, man, mean, man. Okay, because we don't know what y'all on. All right, we don't know what. We can't trust you, man. At this point, man. It's too much shit popping off, man. Okay, so, that was it on that, man. We just gotta be mindful, man, about the times we are in, man. We gotta be mindful of that, man. Of the times that we are in, man. We're in some evil, perilous times, man. You never know what, could pop off. Okay, so hope this video is edifying to you. Next time, shalom.